Hello, everybody. Here is my beautiful previous client, Alyssa, and she is here to share with you her journey and her transformation. So, Alyssa, can you share with us how was your life before we've been working together? What kind of experiences, maybe even negative experiences, did you have before we've been working together?
Oh my. So before we started working together, I was very scared. Um, I always felt alone and I didn't want to date. I had a lot of toxic relationships and just a lot of hard times trying to figure out what the right relationship looked like or what a healthy relationship looked like because of my own background. And when you and I started working together, it was just like a breath of fresh air. I felt like someone can hear me, and you were more than just like a girlfriend to talk to. You were someone that was welcoming and warm and understanding, and you really helped me come out of my shell and just feel more empowered. And that was a great start.
Thank you so much for sharing. So, how did you feel like before we've been working together? Did you feel like you said you felt lonely, but how else did you feel? Did you feel confused or did you feel like stuck? So, what was the feeling that you've been experiencing mostly?
I definitely was feeling stuck, lonely. I felt like um, I was always going to carry heavy weight on me forever, that I had to do everything myself. And I would not, I didn't want to date a lot. I just, maybe I went on one or two dates, and I remember telling you I was afraid to date.
Yeah, I remember that too. Okay, and then we started our work together and with different techniques of, we've also went into the subconscious, we worked on the conscious mental empowerment, but also we went into the subconscious. How did you feel while we were working together? Did you feel like you're finally um, touching the root causes, or what was your feeling?
Definitely felt like we were touching on some deep-seated feelings that were repressed, and I felt like I could breathe. Like it just felt like a nice sigh of relief that I was able to kind of dive deeper with you than I could in normal therapy. And it was really helpful to have you as an extra piece in therapy in my own self-development. So I felt just so much more relief working with you.
I'm so happy. What was one thing that you remember that helped you in your general relationship dating journey? Was it communication? Was it boundaries? What was the most helpful?
Oh, communication was probably the best thing that's helped. Talking about my feelings and still being able to say how I feel without coming off as an attack to someone. That was one of the biggest wins for me, that I'm able to articulate how I feel and have a better conversation and better communicate with those that I care about and in my relationship.
So beautiful. Okay, fast forward. Where are you now?
Now, 3 years later, I'm engaged and um,
Engaged, but not just engaged to such an amazing man. So, how are you feeling in this relationship?
I feel I don't feel alone anymore. I feel so supported. This man has been such a light, and he really sees me and he hears me, and our communication has just been so wonderful. And he wants to help me. He wants to provide, and I don't have to feel like I'm nagging. I don't have to feel like I'm telling him what to do. Like he just does, and he takes initiative, and I just feel so cared for and adored. And he calls me queen. He loves to call me his wife. And I never thought in my life that I would have someone that loves me so much. It's really it's really like you can see it on my face. Like I just can't stop smiling. And even my friends say that I glow differently. Um, and it's really it's so wonderful. Coming from the background that I did, I never thought that real true love was possible for me. So I'm so grateful.
I am so, so, so happy for you from my deepest of my heart. Like, this is my reward of you smiling like that. You are shining like that. I'm just so grateful to be able to contribute to that journey and so proud of you, taking initiative of working on yourself, working on the pattern, working on the past with me, with the therapist, with the support that was available to you. You just made the best out of, what was available to you. And I'm just so proud of you. So proud of you. So if a woman is in a situation where you've been before, she kind of feels lonely and she doesn't know what a healthy relationship looks like, and she wants, or she just simply wants love, but she doesn't seem to attract it, what would you advise her? Or would you advise her to invest in herself and work on herself? Or what would be your advice?
Yes, 100%. I suggest working on yourself and investing in yourself. There were moments where I wasn't sure if I would be able to, and I made it happen because I made this become my why. And when you have a strong enough desire, you will make it happen. And it was so worth it to invest and start with you. And it really just opened up my world so much more. And I guarantee that it'll help anyone who's looking for more love and just trying to get get more out of life in general. So yes, 100%.
So beautiful. So why would you recommend ladies to work with me, as especially with me?
Yeah, because there's definitely a lot of coaches out there, and what makes you stand out is that you're so warming and welcoming and compassionate, and it's just been so nice to kind of feel like, you're not just like a friend that like I can talk to. You're someone that's hearing me in a different way, and you were able to kind of see certain things within myself that maybe I couldn't see was happening in my world. And you were able to point them out with such grace. It never felt like an attack on me, it never felt like shameful. You would just say things like, oh, like there, see that? Like that's something we can talk about and that's something we can work through. And you're just so good at what you do. And I love it, and I talk about our first like conversation and the work that we've done with my friends all the time, even years later. And I always refer back to you. I've actually spoken about you on a podcast recently. So any way that I can say that investing in working with you, I do it because I've done it and I'm proof and I'm saying it with all of my truth.
Thank you so much for sharing. Thank you so much for your gratitude. And yeah, it's like I'm so grateful to be part of your journey. And yes, I remember like the first time you met your fiance, right? Like we've been also implementing the way of communicating. Maybe you want to share the story quickly. It's just such a cool story.
Yes, so it was our first date and he was 10 minutes late. And I've been working on it, but I have always been a stickler with time. And I remember messaging you and I was like, he's 10 minutes late. And I was so angry. And I just wanted to, I almost left. And you stopped me and you said, okay, just tell him that it does not feel good to wait. And I told him. And since then, both him and I have not forgotten that.
Beautiful, yes, because a healthy, loving man will improve and will want to make you happy. He will not want to make you feel bad. So I'm so happy for you, darling. I am just so, so happy. I can't stop smiling too. And everybody else, thank you so much for celebrating with us, for watching. And if you desire to level up your love life, if you would like to talk to me directly, I have free love audits calls. You can sign up. You can look on my website in the comments, in the description box. Just reach out to me if you want to attract love into your life, you want to level up, and I'm just so happy to support you. And yeah, and thank you so much, Alyssa, for being here.
Thank you for having me.